Hey, yeah, guys, YouTube. It's been a very long time since I've done a video for YouTube. Last week, I was on a holiday with the family, obviously. Therefore, I couldn't, do videos. So I have some old-ish charts for you. I think they're like 10 days old, but they are longer-term charts. So we need to look at those from the people that I follow on Twitter. Again, these people that I follow, I highly recommend you following them as well. If you don't have a Twitter account, make one, follow them. They will put up some great stuff from a charting perspective, investing perspective, definitely worthwhile. As you know, I do most of the work at Substack, and so join me there for the detailed views, the stock picking, overall, broader technical analysis, what sectors are we bullish on, which are we not, and all that. So Substack is the place to be. But now the place to be is actually on Twitter here with Grady. Again, you can see here, this is from May 22. So this is, what is it? That's 2 weeks old. So keep that in mind. But still, this is a 50-year-long correlation between silver and gold. So 2 weeks doesn't really matter, right? But you can see silver here and sugar has a high correlation between each other. And yeah, silver is about to break. I haven't checked sugar. I haven't checked sugar in a while, but I know my good friend Borak is actually calling for that. If we saw a bounce here last week, that would be the low for a very, very, very long time. So you can see this bigger broadening wedge here, 1, 2, 3 on top, pull back, break on the fourth, and up we go. Therefore, silver, yes, you've guessed it, is also really, really bullish. Grady again here. This silver roadmap chart first posted in 2019, so even before the March 2020 madness, is still showing the way. Silver said silver was getting ready and now has broken above its blue, plus above its black line here. You have the blue trend line here. You could also argue that you have like a bigger one from the top down to here, but hey, it doesn't matter. You can see the big monthly candle there. Bull market target objective is 370. Amazing. I even have a bit higher targets, but 370, I'll take it. But come briefly go double that in a parabolic move at the end of the bull. So yeah, silver, man, is really, really good. It closed above 30 today, barely. The chart degen here, this is what the end game looks like. It's not a coincidence that the CEO of the two biggest silver short selling banks are leaving exactly when the silver squeeze is starting to pick up steam. Coincidence or not, yeah, I can see where he's going here. Now they know what's coming and they don't want anything to do with it. So you can see here at this point, silver was 31.7. Yes, now it has pulled back to the big breakout level at 30. Makes total sense. But overall, this cup and handle points to, in my opinion, mid, 500 plus minus, in that range. Not tomorrow, not next year, not in 2 years, but 5, 10 years maybe, depending on the speed of it. Silver is heavily shorted, and yeah, that's a good recipe sometimes here. Digger here, this is incredible. Here is the Livermore accumulation cylinder for silver. The similarities are striking. We did get a pop here, again, resistance, and then we actually pulled back all the way here. So not entirely correct, right, because we have some history now. But we basically, for now at least, have come down to 30, where we are testing that level. And if it holds, that will be the big, yep, I'm leaving. So let's go silver. Gold predictors, silver. Well, silver has failed to break out above 32.5 and has opted for a correction. Fair enough, which is good for investors. Metals cannot go higher in a straight line, and corrections are healthy and a sign of a bull market. Buy the dips. That goes for any market, by the way. You get the 2 steps up, 1 down, 2 steps up, 1 down. And he marked this circle here, buying zone, at roughly 30, a tad below. And we did actually get that 29 handle. So very good call there by gold predictors on the silver chart. So great job. Great job there. Same thing here again with the breakout, right? Of 26. That was actually when I turned really bullish. The break of 26, tagged 30, 26 again, breakout again, tagged 30. It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. Headshot here, by the way, a guy that I ride with in the in the private messages. A really cool guy. Knows a lot of stuff that I don't. So definitely follow this guy here. Really kind, really good. Knows what he's doing. So Palladium ETF Pal here. Volume is interesting. You can see the volume kicking in here. You have the MACD slowly trying to cross over here. Again, I also think, and this bottoming call that I've made has been going on for 3 months now, I think. And these bottoms, they take time because you have so much downward pressure. But I do think here at roughly 1,000, a tad below 1,000 will be the bottom for Palladium. It has come down from like 3,500, I think. Or was it 3,000? Yeah, 3,500 something down to 1,000, even below. That's a huge drop. Historically, that has been a bottom, by the way. Again here, headshot, the Canadian Ventures CDNX versus the price of gold. Time to buy venture stocks. MACD tightly coiled, very close to trigger a new buy signal. So you can see here again, MACD. Again, I don't use the MACD. I know many people do. You have the crossover, and that's when you get the big spikes or the bigger moves, when you get the faster, oscillator crossing the longer term. That's gold. This is gold, by the way, the GLD. The CDNX divided by gold, excuse me. So very nice chart there. Sahara, SILJ miners first target hit from that bull market wedge. So again, I would really like to see how he does these. I know they are FIP levels, but I really would like to get the explanation of how he does it. But anyways, 12.5 hit pullback. Excuse me. This is the SILJ, so that's the silver juniors. For some reason, this line here is messed up a bit, but it should be connected to here and down. The bull market is in full swing. Buy the dips. Grady here. Silver is historically long-awaited breakout mode. With gold's mega breakout 5 months ago, the precious metals bull market resumed. Now silver is about to follow. You can see here again, massive break there at 30. We retested 30 now. If we hold here, which we have good odds to do, again, 50 will be the next big clip. And from there, we will have a somewhat of a volume pullback. And I don't think we'll break on the third of 50, but I do think the fourth, which will come straight after, obviously, we break $50. Silver, SLB in the making here. You can clearly see his targets, 43, 140, 300. Insane number, by the way. 666 there on silver. Again, that's the cup and handle target for silver. The timing of it can be really difficult. Again, you can see here that he has it in 2035. We shall see. Nonetheless, it will be one for the books, really. Grady again. A lot of Grady stuff here. Beautiful. Silver is now hitting right at the $30 level. It has a massive breakout regardless of which yellow trend line is used. Question mark, will 30 hold? For now it does. Yes, we've peaked below a tiny bit here the past few days. But what he's pointing to, no matter how, you draw the trend line, you have the breakout. And 30 is the next, the big one to hold now. But you have the major node here at, again, 26, which was the big one here. 26. You have the inverted head and shoulders here from roughly 16 to 26. Add that on top and you get 36. So this pattern here alone targets 36. Then you have the flagpole here, which points to, is it 45? I think. And with some overshooting there, you will get to 50 easily. So finding value, my good friend Andy. I should definitely have a talk with him once again very soon. Palladium, long-term view, good entry. Again, I think the bottom is here at 1,000 roughly. Again, these huge corrections, they take time. This is the monthly chart. So you can see that for the past 6 years, 6 months, we haven't done anything but going, basically sideways. But these big drops here, you know, the 70% drops, they are usually the bottom in that range. You're buying low if you want to get in there. That is for sure. Trader URNJ. I don't chart URNJ as much because I think, first of all, we don't have a lot of history, but also it's very difficult. But yeah, you have the high here, trend line here, the break, retest, tiny squeeze there, higher high, going down to maybe roughly 26, excuse me, 27. I haven't checked it, so maybe we did tag it on URNJ. Again, URA and especially is fighting that big 2021 high. A lot of, breakouts, false breakouts, dip below, back above again. So a lot of, back and forth at that level. That happens a lot, by the way. Heisenberg, the HSI, the Hang Seng Index relative to the SPY or the SPX. You buy China here, been saying that for the past year, really. Again, you can just see how undervalued the Chinese stocks are. And I do also believe that that you are better worth, buying, or at least monitor it, when you get these big breaks here. But again, I think the Chinese markets, the Brazilian markets, basically the emerging markets are very, very undervalued in relation to the SPX, the Nasdaq, and all that good stuff. So Jay Hinster here, MAC Silver, higher incoming, huge support here. By the way, we have come quite far. So yes, a pullback is needed, not needed, but you get that a lot. And I agree. That was a big buy right there. Again, silver miners looks incredible. Grady, uranium miners did 600% in its baby bull, just getting started. URA is extremely cheap versus the SPX. Look at the downtrend. Again, then we have stage 1 here, and we're about to break into stage 2 in the ratio as well. So again, I think uranium miners will outperform the SPX massively. Energy, gold and silver will do very well. Last one here from Grady. I think we have about 6 charts from Grady. It doesn't matter. They are good. That's why I have them on here. This ratio chart shows how historically undervalued commodities companies are versus commodities index CRB. This chart is setting up for a huge profitable move. The commodities bull is your ticket out of the rat race. Oh, yep. I like this comment here. He uses this a lot, but I completely agree, by the way. But you have to be in it to win it, not in 2 years' time. So CNDX divided by CRB, huge, 25-year macro, falling fractal here, bit of a fakey there. Yep, we are in for a massive, pendulum swing to the upside here. And it's going to be violent, but if you can sit through that, you will be good as gold. Gold looks good. So, guys, it's been a pleasure. As I mentioned in the early of the video, Substack, join me there. I don't think you'll get disappointed. Have a great day, guys, and it's great to be back.